Hi, we're RCDOX, and how cool is it to build and fly RC airplanes? We're really interested in the photojournalistic side of RC. We're really exploring trying to build a good camera plane. We know a lot of people are using quadcopters for this rule these days. But a quadcopter has a really limited distance of where you can fly, because you have to be able to see the front and the back of that quadcopter. And not many quadcopters are this big that you can see in the air. So we're still really interested into the plane, especially when it's a foam plane like this Wild Hawk. Because if this falls out of the sky, it's just a light foam plane. So we're using the GoPro as a start camera to begin the photojournalist. And we're experimenting on the Wild Hawk to find out what a good camera plane is. So we're trying lots of different things and just learning. Talk about Wild Hawk data, and we took this one off and added two twin microjet motors, 6x4 props on. We mounted the motors in the fuselage, not on the wings, and this really worked good. But it did add a little extra weight. When we got another Wild Hawk, we named it Wild Hawk Kid and tried to modify it. We used the big motors, 8x38 props, and rounded them on the wing. So instead of putting the extra weight and mounting them on the fuselage, so we just mounted on the wings. And that was a really light solution. Something happened when we were out flying with this plane that never ever happened to us before. The wings popped right out of their sockets. Been in the sky with this plane for about 4 minutes, and we landed at 5 minutes. So we had about a minute left, we thought, and we were low, and we decided to go vertical. So in this plane with these 2212 motors, it can go just pure vertical, straight up in the air. That's with a 2200 mAh battery and a GoPro. When we reached altitude, the plane just looked funny. The plane looked funny, it just had an odd look to it. And here's what had happened. With having all the weight on the motors and it going straight vertical, when it was climbing, it had loosened the wings up. And then they started to flop around. And we kind of had a semi-controlled descent. And in a big field of dirt, we found the only rock in the whole field. And pow! Our GoPro won't work anymore, the lens is cracked. We had to find the only rock in the whole field of dirt, and we smashed up our camera plane and the GoPro. And the GoPro's lens is broken, so wow, what a disappointment. First of all, how could we not have our wings taped with motors on them? It's a really good lesson for us. It seems self-explanatory, but it cost us a $200 GoPro. So lesson learned, let's forget about this GoPro, and then we keep working on and try to experience life in different ways and learn in different ways. We're still working on new camera planes. We're going to use this as a tester, so go find out from RCDOX.